Welcome to the NewsRamp Health, Fitness, and Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, Max Newsman, eager to share today's top business stories with you. NewsRamp.com selects the latest news from leading sources, ensuring you get the most pertinent information. A quick reminder, this podcast is created with the help of AI and AI voices, but the stories we cover are entirely real. You can find the full news articles on NewsRamp.com. It's Tuesday evening, April 15th, 2025, and we've curated an intriguing lineup of health, fitness, and wellness news for you today. So whether you're in transit, at the gym, or at home, join us as we begin. Starting off with our first headline.
Vycor Medical releases financial results for the year ended December 31st, 2024. Vycor Medical, Inc. announced financial results for the year ended December 31st, 2024. The Vycor Medical division saw a 10% revenue increase over 2023, driven by U.S. hospital sales growth of 17%. Gross margins remained strong at around 90%. In 2024, 8 new studies on the ViewSite Brain Access System were published, showcasing its effectiveness in glioma and colloid cyst procedures. The company engaged Maxim Group LLC to accelerate growth through strategic acquisitions and partnerships. For the year ended December 31st, 2024, Vycor reported revenue of $1,509,324, with Vycor Medical generating $1,515,744. Non-GAAP cash operating expenses were $1,340,967, with a non-GAAP operating profit of $81,548. The company is focused on providing innovative surgical and therapeutic solutions to improve patient outcomes. Biomed news breaks. Blue-J Diagnostics Inc. BJDX secures $3.7 million in warrant inducement transaction. Blue-J Diagnostics Inc., a medical technology company listed on NASDAQ under the ticker symbol BJDX, recently secured $3.7 million in a warrant inducement transaction. The company entered into an agreement with institutional investors to exercise existing warrants to purchase over 1 million shares of common stock at a reduced price of $3.42 per share. This transaction resulted in gross proceeds of approximately $3.7 million. Aegis Capital Corp. Served as the exclusive financial advisor for the deal, with Hogan Lovells U.S. LLP acting as counsel to the company and Kaufman & Knowles PC as counsel to Aegis. Blue-J is focused on improving patient outcomes in critical care settings through its Symphony system, a rapid diagnostics platform. For more information, visit Blue-J's website at www.bluejdx.com.
Jaguars Foundation provides CPR resources to 12 Duval County Public Schools. Staff from 12 Duval County Public Schools in Florida have been trained in CPR and AED by the American Heart Association and Jaguars Foundation. Nearly 9 out of 10 people who experience cardiac arrest outside of a hospital die due to lack of immediate CPR. The training aims to increase survival rates by teaching compression-only CPR, which can double or triple a person's chance of survival. The Jaguars Foundation donated CPR kits and AEDs to the schools, emphasizing the importance of youth safety in sports. The NFL's Smart Heart Sports Coalition advocates for evidence-based policies to prevent cardiac arrest fatalities among high school students, with as many as 23,000 under 18 experiencing cardiac arrest annually. CVD researcher clinician named editor-in-chief of Circulation, Genomic and Precision Medicine, Hamad MD, PhD, FACA, is the new editor-in-chief of Circulation, Genomic and Precision Medicine, a journal published by the American Heart Association. Ahmad, the founding director of the Cardiovascular Genomics Program at the University of Iowa, takes over from Kiran Musunuru, MD, PhD, MPH. Ahmad's expertise in cardiology and cardiovascular genomics will guide the journal to new heights. He plans to include studies on implementation science, community-engaged research, and equitable health. Ahmad's goals include broadening collaboration in cardiovascular science, involving underrepresented professionals, and incorporating patient perspectives. Circulation. Genomic and Precision Medicine focuses on genetic and genomic advances in cardiovascular biology and disease. Ahmad's appointment reflects the association's commitment to advancing scientific dialogue and discovery. GeoVax to present at the Emerging Growth Conference on April 16, 2025. GeoVax Labs, Inc. will be presenting at the Emerging Growth Conference on April 16, 2025. The company's chairman and CEO, David Dodd, will provide an update on the GEO-CM04S1 program, including the recent termination of the BARDA contract. The presentation will take place at 3:40 p.m. ET, followed by a Q&A session. Attendees can submit questions in advance or ask during the event. To register for the conference and receive updates, visit the Emerging Growth website. GeoVax is a biotechnology company focused on developing vaccines for infectious diseases and therapies for solid tumor cancers. For more information, visit w.geovax.com.
New blood test shows potential in revolutionizing early Parkinson's detection. A team of researchers has developed a cost-effective and simple blood test with the potential to detect Parkinson's disease years before symptoms manifest, as reported in the Nature Aging journal. If this test becomes a reliable diagnostic tool for Parkinson's disease and is commercialized, there may be an opportunity for approved Parkinson's medications from entities like Clean Inc., NASDAQ CLNN, to be prescribed early. For the latest news on Clean Inc., NASDAQ CLNN, visit the company's newsroom. BioMedWire is a specialized communications platform focusing on developments in the biotechnology, biomedical sciences, and life sciences sectors, offering access to wire solutions, article syndication, press release enhancement, social media distribution, and tailored corporate communications solutions. Learn more at biomedwire.com.
Nutriband Inc., NTRB, is one to watch. Nutriband Inc., listed on NASDAQ under the ticker NTRB, is making waves with its Aversa technology. This innovative technology aims to enhance the safety of transdermal drugs like fentanyl, making them less susceptible to abuse while ensuring accessibility for patients. Nutriband has secured a strong intellectual property portfolio for Aversa, with patents granted in multiple countries. The company recently closed an $8.4 million financing round to support the development of Aversa fentanyl. In addition, Nutriband has entered into an exclusive partnership with Kindeva Drug Delivery to bring Aversa fentanyl to market. Stay tuned for more updates on this exciting development in the pharmaceutical industry.
Biomed news breaks. Soligenix Inc., NASDAQ SNGX, announces positive data, continued advancement of Highbright TM. Soligenix Inc., a late-stage biopharmaceutical company, has announced positive interim results from an ongoing study evaluating extended Highbright treatment for patients with early-stage cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. CEO Christopher J. Shaber expressed satisfaction with the study results, noting the therapy's strong treatment response by week 18. The company plans to advance enrollment in a confirmatory Phase 3 study. Soligenix is focused on developing products for rare diseases with unmet medical needs, including Highbright as a potential treatment for CTCL, utilizing safe, visible light. For more information, visit the Soligenix website.
Investor news breaks. Immunic Inc., IMUX, closes $5.1 registered direct. Immunic Inc., NASDAQ, a biotechnology company focused on developing small molecule therapies for inflammatory and autoimmune diseases, has closed a $5.1 million registered direct offering. The offering consisted of 5,666,067 shares of common stock priced at 9 cents per share and was led by Aberdeen Investments. The proceeds will be used to fund clinical trials, operations, and general corporate purposes. Titan Partners Group acted as the sole placement agent for the offering. Immunic's lead program, vidofludimus calcium, IMU 838, is in Phase 3 and Phase 2 clinical trials for multiple sclerosis treatment. The company is also developing IMU 856 and IM31 for gastrointestinal diseases. For more information, visit www.imux.com.
Biomed news breaks. Quantum Biopharma Ltd., NASDAQ, prevails in legal dispute with former CEO. Quantum Biopharma Ltd., QNTM, has prevailed in a legal dispute with former CEO Dr. Raza Bokhari. The Court of Appeal for Ontario fully dismissed Bokhari's reconsideration motion. Bokhari, terminated for cause in 2021, lost an arbitration claiming wrongful dismissal, resulting in a total cost award of over $3 million. Quantum Biopharma has initiated U.S. collection proceedings, with a judgment entered in its favor by the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. Bukhari's ongoing appeal has a stay in place, backed by a supersedes bond of more than $2.8 million. Investor news breaks, Clean Inc., NASDAQ CLN, to present corporate update at Emerging Growth Conference. Clean In is set to provide a corporate update at the Emerging Growth Conference on April 17, 2025, at 12 p.m. EDT. The virtual presentation will feature a live Q&A session and will be webcast on Clean's website and through the conference portal. Following the event, a replay will also be available. Clean is actively advancing its lead therapeutic candidate, CNM-U8, in various clinical programs aimed at treating neurodegenerative diseases like ALS and MS. CNM-U8 targets mitochondrial function and the NAD pathway to improve central nervous system cells' survival and function while reducing oxidative stress. For more information, visit www.clean.com. Investor news breaks. ADTX advances autoimmune therapy following positive Mayo Clinic study on ADI-100. ADXT Inc., traded on NASDAQ under the symbol ADTX, has made significant progress in advancing its autoimmune therapy with the positive results of a Mayo Clinic-led study on ADI-100. The study confirmed ADI-100's ability to induce immune tolerance to glutamic acid decarboxylase, a key trigger in autoimmune conditions like type 1 diabetes and stiff person syndrome. The therapy did not enhance harmful immune activity, but instead promoted antigen-specific suppression through tolerogenic dendritic cells. With GMP manufacturing completed and regulatory filings planned for the second half of 2025 in the U.S. and Germany, upcoming clinical trials are on the horizon. ADITCHT operates as an innovation platform focused on accelerating health innovations, with multiple programs in immune health, precision health, public health, and women's health. The company has entered into agreements with Apili Therapeutics Inc. and EvoFem to advance its mission of developing innovative health solutions to address urgent challenges. Nutraband Inc., NASDAQ NTRB, leading the way in transformative partnerships formed in growing pharma sector. Nutraband Inc., listed on NASDAQ as NTRB, is leading the way in transformative partnerships within the growing pharmaceutical sector. The company recently announced 2 significant partnerships aimed at expanding its manufacturing capabilities and market reach, in line with its core mission of developing transdermal pharmaceutical products. These strategic alliances are crucial in the complex and resource-intensive pharmaceutical industry, accelerating drug development, reducing costs, and increasing the likelihood of regulatory approval. Nutraband's focus on strategic partnerships reflects the industry's shift towards collaborative innovation. For more information on Nutraband and its latest news, visit the company's newsroom.
Thank you for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Health, Fitness, and Wellness Podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires like Newsworthy.ai, 24/7pressrelease.com, NewsDirect.com, and BlockchainWire.io. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.